Hey everyone, JC the HVAC veteran. I'm not going to talk very long, but today's one of those days. Yeah, my voice doesn't sound great today, but I just wanted to give a shout out and just let everybody know that not every day is, great. Sometimes we have sick days and you got to push through them, and I will. But maybe I'll do a video right after just to let you know how long this actually lasted, because the people that gave it to me, they got it from someone else, and they got it from someone else. There's a big cold going around right now, and each one of them have been sick for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So I'm really interested to see. Today's really the first day that I really feel like crap. So I'm gonna see how good my immune system is, but also I have some indoor air quality stuff that I have in my house. So the whole idea behind that is to have it so that if you do get sick, because it can't prevent, like I said, it cannot prevent. If you kiss somebody, if you shake hands with someone and they just had their germs on their hand, and you wipe your nose or your eyes or whatever, you're gonna get sick. There's nothing that can prevent that from happening. But the great thing is with indoor air quality, and this is kind of, I guess, where this video is going a little bit, is the duration of how long you're actually sick for diminishes. So not to mention, taking good vitamins and having a good healthy diet and everything like that too as well. But with everybody else, I know a lot of these people that I know the person that gave it to me was sick for about a week and a half, and they don't have any indoor air quality. So let's just see. Maybe I'll do it. Like I said, I'll do a video in a few days, and my voice might sound a little bit better. And because reality is that's the whole reason for the last 18 years I've been using indoor air quality. It's a great prevention tool. But at the same time, when you do get it, I'm not sick for weeks on end. Sometimes it's just a few days. So it's Tuesday right now. Let's see where this goes. I'll let you know.
Hey everyone, I'm back, and it's about 3 days later since my last video. I was just starting to feel pretty crappy, and it got worse. Basically, the rest of that day I was pretty sick, and the next day I couldn't even hardly move or eat or anything like that. So almost for the full day. So it definitely was something bad, but that was about a day and a half ago, and because obviously I do all the normal things, eat chicken soup, take my vitamins and all that stuff. But the reality is, I've done that before, and I have not really gotten better. It's still taken, sometimes a week to 2 weeks to get better from these types of sicknesses. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because a long time ago, I had something called sick building syndrome in my house, and that was about 18 years ago. And I didn't know what that was, and that was back in the day where indoor air quality was just starting to get known. So that being said, I went for a few years of basically getting sick for like 2 weeks at a time, spending fortunes on medications and time off work, only to give it to somebody else in the house, because at the time there was about 7 of us in the entire house. We had our in-laws and everything living with us, and with 3 kids. So that being said, it was just a rotation. We just kept giving the sickness from one person to the next, and that was a problem. And it was just got to the point where I was getting sick a few times a year, and I did some research, and I figured, okay, well, let's do something about this. Let's figure it out. And 18 years ago, I bought a UV light, and a UV light, if a lot of people don't know what that is, and still to this day we have to educate people on what that is. But a UV light is something that kills bacteria. Okay, it kills viruses, bacteria, anything that's kind of like anything that's like a virus or anything like that is going to kill. It actually doesn't kill it. It neutralizes the DNA of the virus or the germ, and what it does is it just doesn't allow it to reproduce. And if it can't reproduce, then it basically dies off. And because viruses can, they can basically, they only have like a lifespan of sometimes a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, depending on what type of virus it is. But it's generally not that long, so that's why it multiplies very quickly, right? But if it doesn't reproduce, and the whole next generation is killed off, then basically what happens is that virus dies off and the virus goes away. So that's what the UV light does, and it was incredible the difference. The next year after I did put that UV light in, it was day and night. There was some years where nobody in the house actually even got sick. It was amazing. But the huge benefit of it was when you install one of these things, when you do get sick, you, instead of getting sick for a week to 2 weeks, and it dragging on and on and on, what happens is, because it's cleaning the air, it's not allowing any new germs to be floating around the air, recirculating through your home. So what that means is, like, when you sneeze, like, even though you might not, sometimes you can see it, but many times you cannot see what comes out of your mouth. But if you were to do a slow motion and actually, like, with a camera that can see it all, there's like literally millions of little microscopic droplets of germs and viruses that come out of your mouth whenever you sneeze, and they become airborne and they travel through the air. And when you're in your house, they travel through your house. They go through your ventilation system, through your furnace, and then your furnace redistributes it throughout all your vents in your house. So you're really just spreading it around, and you're just constantly breathing that virus over and over again. So that's why when someone has a UV light versus a house that doesn't have UV light, the same sickness may be around for only a day or a few days, whereas with another house it could be around for a week, maybe 2 weeks, because it just keeps recirculating. So that's the huge benefit of a UV light. So I'm a big fan of that. And yeah, so I now live in a condo. I moved from my house. I'm trying condo life for a little while, see how it goes. And the beautiful thing about the UV, I have a UV HEPA filtration system. Like, it's a all-in-one, like a 5-in-1 system. And I've had it on my house for a long time. And the thing is, when I moved from my house, the beautiful thing about that part is you can actually take it with you. You don't have to leave it with the house. So I took it with me, and now I just have it in storage. And whenever I'm for winter time, I usually plug it in and let it run. But especially if I get sick at all, if ever I get sick, or if I feel I'm getting sick, I bring it out, I plug it in, and it starts filtering all the air in my condo. So I did that this time, and I've done it once last year or two as well. And it's like, listen to me, I feel so much better. A day and a half ago, about 3 days ago, I did the video. A day and a half ago, I was like, I couldn't even get out of bed, and now I feel great. I'm actually heading off to the gym. I have that much energy. And even yesterday I was feeling good. So I would have did a video yesterday, but I just didn't have the time. So yeah, so it's now the weekend, and so yeah, so I just wanted to let you know that, for those of you that don't know much about HEPA filters and UV lights and indoor air quality, if you're having any issues, if you get sick often, or if you get sick and you get sick for long periods of time, that's a lot of extra medications that you have to buy. That's going to the doctors. That's taking time off work. It's not good. So you may want to at least look into the different forms of indoor air quality that you can get, because it's a really good thing to have. So I just want to give you guys an update and a little bit of a story, and maybe a little bit of background of why I got into indoor air quality a long time ago, and why I became an indoor air quality specialist over the years in the previous companies that I worked for, and in this company too. But we sold a lot of indoor air quality systems, and we've helped a lot of people. There's some customers that actually they actually had to take pills. And one customer in particular, I remember, he had to take needles his allergies were so bad and stuff. So I was able to provide him with a system, and he was, both of these people, the person who took the pills and the person who took the needles, no longer needed to take those anymore. It was amazing the transformation that this system had on their lives. They don't cost too much either. Like they're not cheap, but they're not extremely expensive. They're a great investment because they last for, you know, I still have the one that I bought almost 18 years ago. So you just got to change the bulbs and the HEPA filters. Like any type of air filtration or water filtration system, you just have to change the products, the filters, and that's pretty much mainly the most maintenance on them. So anyways, JC, the HVAC veteran, I'm signing off.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching to the very end. If you like my video, please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. And until the next time, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.